Rolex?
Omega.
Beautiful.
When we think about beauty, we tend to gravitate towards physical attributes like symmetry, shape, color, and for some people, even expensive. But what really drives obsession is the intangibles. The watches we wear are symbols attached with stories. These Omegas bring me closer to my grandfather, serving as tokens timekeeping my heritage. The Constellation was introduced in 1952 as a showcase of Omega's precision records in astronomical observatory testing. Featuring stars and an image of the Geneva Observatory on the case back, it was a watch for the stars, quite literally and figuratively, as even Elvis had one with gold hour markers and a black dial. My late Gong Gong, Cantonese for maternal grandfather, got this 35mm deluxe model in Hong Kong in 1962. Beneath the dial is a 60-year-old tested and robust 5-6-1 movement. The date can be semi-quickset by moving the hands back and forth between 9 and midnight. With diamond markers and a white gold dial, hands, case, and bracelet, these configurations are very rare outside of Asia. And I think that epitomizes his time in Hong Kong brilliantly. His career spanned the 40s to the 70s, a time when Chinese refugees and British influence transformed the city from a shipping port with 600,000 people to a world industrial center with a population of over 3 million. This Omega was his favorite watch, and it was on his wrist when this constellation of East meets West crystallized in Hong Kong. De Ville translates to of the town in French, and Omega introduced the Prestige collection in 1994 for their sense of quote-unquote contemporary design and slim chic style. While it doesn't have Elvis's flashiness, it has been worn by the likes of Brendan Fraser and Andrew Garfield for a sophisticated look. My Prestige model runs a coaxial caliber 2500 movement and is housed in a 39.5mm stainless steel case with Dauphine hands and a silver dial. It's a modernized, larger size, and it's styled more after a vintage Seamaster than it is a Constellation. As with the name, this watch is for the town. It's versatile and low-key, something I can wear on every occasion. I'm excited to see what story this one will tell future generations. The De Ville is much less grand when compared to the Diamond Constellation. But we do look up to our heroes, and the lineage and design language is of the same DNA. In 1931, the Omega chronometer set records in Geneva and became the most accurate watch ever produced at the time. In 1932, Omega became the first watchmaker to time the Olympics. In the same year, the Marine became the world's first commercial diver's watch. In 1969, the Speedmaster was developed with NASA to be used on the moonwalks. The Omega Chronicles extend Elvis, Andrew Garfield, and James Bond, believe it or not. The history runs deep, much more than can be covered in one video, and there's plenty to be obsessed about in the brand synonymous with timekeeping. Yet what gives me the greatest affinity to Omega is knowing that the Constellation was my grandfather's favorite watch, and that he donned it during his time in Hong Kong. And even though I've never lived in Hong Kong, every time I look down at the Greek letter on my watch, I feel connected to that past. Omega kept time for my grandfather during his glory days, and it continues to keep time of our family's history. And that's
Beautiful.